We are live. We're just going to wait a few minutes for people to hop on and join us. This is the best part of any live. You just wait a second. Hi there. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're waiting as more people hop on. Drop in the comments where you're joining us from. We know that we have members all over the world, so we would love to know where you might be joining us from.
Hello, everybody. We're here in San Diego at IDEA HQ. We're so excited to see all of you today, people joining us from all over the world. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to get started here in just a second. We want to give everyone an opportunity to come in. Drop in the chat where you're joining us from, if you don't mind.
Vegas, I see Arizona.
Alabama.
Oh, Greece. Hello, Chris.
Hello. I love it. Keep them coming.
Yeah, awesome. We're so excited to be talking today a little bit more about the IDEAworld 2024 IDEAworld Fitness and Nutrition Expo that will be happening on Friday, July 12th and Saturday, July 13th at 2024 IDEAworld Health and Fitness Convention. I'm Madeline McCormick. I'm sitting here with CEO and owner Amy Thompson, who's happy to kind of talk a little bit more about the Fitness and Nutrition Expo. And we're going to deep dive today into some of the things that are new and exciting, and also a little bit of the history of the Fitness and Nutrition Expo and IDEAworld for you all. So I'm really excited to do this today,
I'm
Amy.
excited too. For those of you who are joining, also a fun question we have for you, drop in where you're calling in from, but also drop in the number of years that you have attended IDEAworld, just for fun. And if it's 0, that's okay. I'm so glad you've joined, because we're going to tell you all about what you can expect. But if you've come to 20 worlds, or if you've come to 5 worlds, drop in the number of how many IDEAworlds you've attended.
I love that question. It's one of my favorites. We get people who have been at IDEAworld for, like you said, 20 years, or maybe last year was their first year. We've got 3.
Yes, love it. Good. Well, why don't we get started? We're talking about IDEAworld. The convention itself takes place across 4 days of education. So we have pre-cons and post-cons. We have over 300 sessions taking place for fitness professionals, personal trainers, Group X instructors, strength coaches, athletic trainers, nutritionists, yoga instructors, Pilates instructors. These individuals are coming for education to elevate their careers, to advance their careers, and to get their continuing education credits that are required for our industry. So that is the gist of the program. Now, if you didn't hear last week's live episode, Madeline and Trisha Murphy-Madden did a deep dive on the educational program. So please go back and listen to that, or you can preview everything happening in the program on our website. But today we're going to talk about the expo. So the expo takes place for 2 days. It's Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. Madeline, what can people expect at the IDEA Fitness and Nutrition Expo?
There are so many things that people can expect from the expo. And as Amy was saying, IDEAworld is a celebration of education for fitness professionals. But this year, we really want to encourage fitness enthusiasts, people who are right now, whether they're an IDEA member or not, to join us for the Fitness and Nutrition Expo. This is going to be a place where it's your one-stop shop for everything in the fitness industry. The hottest tools and technology, the latest products and innovations, your opportunity to speak with the companies that you dream to work for someday. So while we are still setting up everything that you'll get to participate in just, I don't know, short of a month from now, we are encouraging people to join us if you're able to. That is Friday, July 12th and Saturday, July 13th for this expo. We do have things that are new this year. And one of those things I'd like to draw attention to, which as Amy mentioned in the previous live, if you weren't able to join us for that, you can check it out We have some clips from it on in our Reels content, so you can go over there and watch those. But we are highlighting new
Yeah.
inventions, new innovations in technology. We have dedicated spaces for those on the hall floor. We're expecting several thousand attendees to walk the floor at this year's event. This is an event that's been going on for the last 40 years. Not that there's been an Idea World for the last
Yeah.
40 years every year, but this is a show that's been historic to this industry. And not only does it include those fitness enthusiasts that we hope will come through, but this really is the place where the best in fitness from all over the world comes together for the education and also for the
Yeah.
expo. We know that many exhibitors will sell product and services while they're on the floor. They'll have show specials. So this is your time to get exclusive discounts that you'll only be able to get through our partnerships with these amazing companies at Idea World. And by the way, if you are someone who's looking to get in front of some of these professionals, our largest groups are personal trainers and those studio managers. So if you want to have a conversation with someone like that to get your brand in front of them, this is the place to do it.
Yeah. One of the really cool things this year is that Madeline mentioned we're spotlighting innovations in the industry. So we always have been known as the proving ground for anything that's new in the industry, whether it's apparel, if it's a product, if it's a program, if it's a class. Idea World is where these products get their start. It's where they debut. There's many, many well-known, very, very famous brands that got their start at Idea World because we are the professionals that actually use the product. We sweat on the product. We program to the class. We review these products, and if it gets the professionals' approval, it can become mainstream in the industry. So I think that's really exciting as we're known as the place where brands get their start. But also this year, we're going to be spotlighting more of the innovative technologies and products that are coming from IDEA members and also from brands that are really want to reveal their new product to IDEA members first. So that's taking place on the expo floor. And I saw actually some inventors on the call today. I'm watching the feed. So David Weck, I see you out there. I know you're an inventor. Let's get you to the show with all of your new products. David's been at the show many, many years. But this is the place where we want to bring those new innovations to our Fit Pros first.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge, I think it's one of the biggest drivers for people to come to Idea World. This is where the professionals are. This is where the people who are, like Amy said, sweating on the products, wearing the products, noticing that maybe the leggings are a little bit see-through. These are the things happening on the show floor. But not only on the side of products that go to use in fitness spaces, but we also will have nutrition products on the floor as well. So I don't know if we allow like supplements, but we do have some products and some people sharing recovery, sharing energy products, things like that.
A lot of food and beverage supplements. We have some CBD brands I think that are coming in this year, and they are sampling and they're going to be taking orders. And there's a lot of brands where if you're a fitness professional who wants to expand your offerings and have more revenue drivers to your business, there are a lot of brands who do B2B business. So you can sign on with them to extend their food and nutrition products to your clients, and it could be a new revenue stream for you. So there are a lot of brands who come in with that into our healthy living section. I also want to point out that we have a lot of international brands who are trying to enter the US market. And so last year we had 10 companies that came from our partnership in South Korea. And I know I just got back from a show in Italy. We have brands coming from Italy. Everyone wants to get their brand into the US market because we have so many clubs here and so many different places where you could implement your products. So you will see a lot of brands that are debuting their products in the US for the first time.
Yeah, and that's super exciting, not only for them, but for us. We get to be a part of that. And we get to, members get to experience those
Yeah.
things first, which we think is really valuable. I want to move forward into talking a little bit more about Career Discovery Day.
Yes.
There will be students walking the floor at the Fitness and Nutrition Expo, and so Amy,
Yeah.
tell everyone a little bit more about what's in it for them at the
Oh,
expo.
I'm so proud of Career Discovery Day because one of the reasons I know that I wanted to acquire, sorry, I'm touching the microphone, that I acquired IDEA and want to carry it into its future is because we know that we have an obligation to reach out to future fitness professionals, people who are contemplating careers in fitness, and we want to hold their hand and show them opportunities in our career. We want to mentor these individuals. So we started Career Discovery Day last year and we had a tremendous response. So we'll be doing it again on Saturday, July 13th at the Expo. Now, Career Discovery Day is for teenagers as young as 14 all the way through age 25. So they could be high school students, they could be college students. And these are individuals who are contemplating a career in fitness, or they're already taking their subject matter, but they're really not sure where they want to go in the industry. And so, what we're going to be doing is we have guest speakers for them to talk about different aspects of the industry that they could jump into. And then we have mentorship opportunities. And then they get to pop in with our adult learners and take some of the classes. And then they're going to go out on the expo and they have a scavenger hunt where they get to just go crazy and experience everything on the expo floor. So I see a question about no one over than 25. You can, if you are over 25 and you are interested in this career, then reach out to us. Career Discovery Day is not going to be the full education program, as I said, but it's a good introduction to the industry. And there's a link on our website. We do have limited slots. We have sponsors who came on board who are paying for lunch that day so that our students can enjoy the whole experience and don't have any costs. But they do need to get themselves to LA. Yes. And if they're under 18, they need to have an adult with them.
Yes.
Those are our guidelines.
Two biggest important points
yes.
that we need to make sure everyone
That's
knows. Right. Thank you for talking a little bit more about that. I know that that's been really important to you because one of our values here at IDEA is to bring up the next generation of fitness professionals, and this is just one of the ways that we contribute to that. I also want to mention, it's kind of in the same vein, but a little bit different. If you are a student you are ready to go, you know fitness is your career, we do have half price student pricing for IdeaWorld. So you can go to the 4-day conference half price. You still have to get yourself there. You still have to, find a place to stay. But one of the things that we think is so important and valuable, if you're a student in fitness, bring a bunch of friends, get a hotel room together, bring your coolers of food, bring your team and just have a fun educational weekend together. That's another option for you.
I was going to say, we know how to do this on the cheap. So here's how you do it. I see, oh my goodness, Jorge Cruz just joined. This will be a mind blow for you, Jorge. When I worked at the sporting club at Aventine with Jorge Cruz back in the 90s, we used to come to Idea World and we would share 4 girls to a room. I actually slept with my boss in the same bed. Lisa Druxman shouts. But they introduced me to IDEA right when I moved to California as the place to be. And we were so poor. We were just starting our careers. We were barely making ends meet, but we would sleep 4 to a room. We'd bring a cooler of food. And we had the most unbelievable experience that I kept coming back year after year after year. And I've been to every single IDEA event, IDEA World, except for the 2 years my babies were born. So I'm an Idea World junkie at this point, but it was all thanks to Lisa Druxman and the Sporting Club at Aventine way back in the day.
And we're still doing that. We've got teams of instructors at clubs all over Southern California planning on coming to this event, not just for the education. Of course, today we're talking about the expo. So we know that they're going to be, bringing their teams through to try your products. There's also a huge recruiting element on our expo floor. So if you're coming to the expo with your team, don't expect your team to be poached away from you, but you can expect them to get exposure to maybe some other brands in the industry, and that gives them the opportunity to become a better instructor for you. So that's something that we're excited about.
And to network.
Yes.
So my favorite thing to tell everybody who's ever been to any expo is you can walk down the middle of the aisles and you cannot look left or right, and you can just be very to yourself and hover and experience the event that way. But the way I always love to experience an event is that I go to every single booth and I introduce myself and I get to know the people who are representing the brand. And I'll tell you what, in my 30 years in the industry, this has been one of the practices that has served me so well, because the people in that booth are going to move from brand to brand. They're not always going to wear that shirt and that name tag. They're going to move from brand to brand. And if you create true relationships with people, those relationships will serve you well way into the future. So the networking at these events is so powerful. It's all the movers and shakers in our industry. Everyone that you need in order to elevate your career and move to the next level, they're there. You just have to go with courage and with an open heart and an open mind and meet people, and that will serve you so well throughout your career, I promise.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. Thanks for sharing that, Amy. Speaking of movers and shakers, we're bringing back the Showcase Arena this year. If you were at 2023 Idea World, you remember the big Showcase Arena where we hosted the Mega Circuit, which is where we have companies like Versa Climber, we'll have rowers, we'll have Pilates reformers, we'll have all kinds of stuff out there. I see Mark Coronel on this call. We had the Embo ring in the Mega Circuit last year.
Yes, we did.
We'll have all of that available for you so you can participate in the Mega Circuit workout, which gives you the opportunity to experience all of these different products to see if maybe it's worth bringing back to your club, bringing back to your fitness studio, or if you're a fitness enthusiast and you just want to try it out, that gives you the opportunity to do that as well. In the Showcase Arena, we're also hosting, some big brands. Zumba is back this year. We're really excited about that. Shout out Zumba. We're going to be having the Zumba Zen Jam in the Showcase Arena, so you can check that out. It's on our website. The time and details are on our website. And in the Showcase Arena, I think that we can't go much further without beginning to mention the most highly anticipated part of our event this year, which is the Jack LaLanne Jumping Jacks Challenge.
Yes. So in honor of Elaine LaLanne, who is widely considered the first lady of fitness, she is the late Jack LaLanne's wife. She turned 98 this year, and she's been coming to IDEA both with Jack and since Jack passed for many, many years, where we give out an award called the Jack LaLanne Award to someone in the industry who has reached millions of people and gotten them moving using their platform. So year after year, we give out this award to just amazing humans. And do you want to tell the group who's getting it this year?
I absolutely will. If you didn't already know, this year the Idea World Jack and Elaine LaLanne Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, is going to Gilad Janklowicz.
Yay.
And we're correct. We're so excited to honor him in this way. This is our first international fitness icon or fitness celebrity that we're honoring with this award. So this is not only monumental for us, but we know that this is an honor for Gilad. We were speaking with Gilad recently, and he mentioned to me that way back when, because he is such a good friend of the Elaine family, he was on, I think in like 1986, I might be misspeaking, he was on Jack's show. And then a few years later, Jack was on his show. And that's just how it is here in the fitness industry. It's a small world, and these people who have made such an impact, as Amy mentioned, are impacting one another as well.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Gilad is, he is a television fitness icon. He's been on TV for over 30 years teaching fitness classes to individuals in their house. So yes, for those of you who think on-demand fitness is new, it's new, but it's not new. It's just streaming on the internet instead of television. People have been teaching fitness on television for many years. I started with Jane Fonda, and then I found Gilad and started taking his classes. There's been many fitness professionals, and Gilad he has to have been the person who has the longest running fitness television program in the world.
Aside from Jack.
Yeah,
the two of them.
The two of them. So it's pretty exciting that we get to give the award to Gilad. And so let's get back to the challenge.
Yeah, Gilad will actually also be leading the challenge. So Friday, July 12th at 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I mention that because we will be live streaming this event. If you're unable to join us in person, we would love to have you on the live stream, because what we're aiming to do is break a world record for the most simultaneous jumping jacks in one space. So all of our presenters, all of our exhibitors, all these thousands of enthusiasts that we're expecting at this event will be in our showcase arena, stacked tight, but doing their variation, their jumping jack variations. We're going to do 98 jumping jacks in honor of Elaine's 98th birthday. It's an incredible honor for Elaine to be with us again this year. And to celebrate her in this way, but to also just honor and celebrate the LaLanne legacy. I think something really cool to mention about this event too is that right now there is a documentary and I believe a docu-series or some kind of other movie being made about the life of Jack LaLanne. And the LaLanne family is very involved in that process. So much so, Mark Wahlberg is going to be playing Jack.
Brilliant. Who else?
Right. Yes. And he's been getting shredded so he can just look in semblance to Jack.
I love it.
But we will be donating some of the proceeds to the Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation as well as the National Fitness Foundation for this event. So not only is it just a great way to celebrate fitness excellence, but it's also fun to participate in and only $5.
Yes.
So make
for
sure
2 days of Expo.
Yeah, make sure you get that pass.
Yes. So back to one more thing about the Jumping Jack Challenge that I want to point out. Of course, we want you all in the Expo and at Idea World with us to set this record in person. But if you cannot join us in person, I'm not sure, unless you're 8 months pregnant like I was when I missed, you have no excuse, just kidding. But if you cannot join, there's a way for you to participate in the challenge virtually. So we will have a live stream. So for those of you all around the world, like our friends at Idea Korea in South Korea are going to be joining. We're sharing this to all of our World Active friends. So all over the world, people are going to be doing simultaneous jumping jacks. You have to do it at that time. So it might mean you wake up in the middle of the night to do these jumping jacks with us. But think about, if you're a fitness professional who can't come, get your class together, make it a club event. How fun is that you could set a world record with us in Los Angeles with your class and or your friends or your family? You can live stream with us and you can help break this world record and be part of this celebration. So we want you there in person, but if you seriously cannot attend, you can do this with us virtually.
And don't forget, if you are participating with us in person, we have t-shirts.
Yes!
Official Jack LaLanne Jumping Jacks Challenge t-shirts, Idea World t-shirts. They are for sale on our website. So when you go to purchase your Expo Pass to join us and participate, you'll also be able to see right there. You can get your shirt at the same time. It takes like, I don't know, 5 to 7 days to come in, and there you go. You're set and ready to go for the event. Again, this is happening on Friday, July 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So if you can make it in person, we'd love to have you for the entire day. The Expo opens at 10 a.m. So you can kind of walk the Expo floor and do the networking and engage in all of these ways that we've been talking about this morning. But then you can also participate in the challenge.
It's going to be so good. I'm
really
just looking at all of you joining us for this call, and I just hope to see you and hug you and be part of this celebration. This event is iconic. This event brings together thousands and thousands of fitness professionals and enthusiasts and allied health professionals who all come together to lift one another up and inspire one another. And we learn so many great skills and tools that we can take back to our clients, truly to inspire the world to fitness, which is what we do at IDEA and what we're so passionate about. And I just hope to see you all at IDEA World in Los Angeles in just 4 weeks.
Oh my gosh, 4 weeks?
I think it's 4.
Wow, yeah, we're 5 weeks out.
5.
Okay, well, we'll see you there. Thank you for joining us this morning. And
Thank
hope
you.
you have a great rest of
Bye,
your
everybody.
week.